What is up, loves? Welcome back to another GTA Online San Andreas Mercenaries DLC video. So, we only have about 5 days left, guys, so get to grinding. Get to grinding. I'm figuring you're probably going to need, safe bet, probably anywhere from 10 to 20 million. I'd say at least to get your foot in the door on this one. Alright, so I wanted to go over this. If you guys were wondering why I put that video up earlier, the 3-minute video with the Hydra basically being buried in the graveyard, or in the cemetery, I'm gonna tell you, this is exactly, you know, why I put that video up. So we're gonna be getting some new improvements to Grand Theft Auto Online. Rockstar Creator updates, new ways to track career progress. So be careful, guys, because if they can track your career progress, they can probably track what you're doing. So just be careful with what you do. Balancing adjustments and more. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and skip down to the most important part of this. You could read this yourself. Go to the Rockstar Newswire or Social Club, rather. And basically, these are some of the things. The ability to call all destroyed vehicles, which we already knew. We talked about that the other day. Mors Mutual will not charge for recovering personal vehicles destroyed during contact missions. So I'm guessing, like, if you go and you're in a what do you call it, a scramjet, and you wind up going into the water, you won't be charged your fee during, like, if you're doing one of the acid lab missions or something like that, or a regular contact mission. Custom description tags for each garages, which basically this is like if you have muscle cars and you want to put them all in one garage, it'll say muscle car garage, or heavy weaponized vehicle garage, or whatever the hell it is. All right. The ability to select from individual floors when requesting vehicles from the Eclipse garage. So this is cool. Some people, if you have certain cars on certain floors, you can just go to floor 1 or floor 2, whatever you want to do. Makes perfect sense. The ability to select from I already read that. Pressing D-pad. This is confusing to me, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Pressing D-pad right will engage stealth mode on the new F-160 Raiju plane. Okay, that's a jet, not a plane. Okay, I don't know what the hell whoever put this up. Vertical takeoff and landing VTOL will move to L3 and LS. So I'm guessing it's the L stick. Holding L3 and LS when flying, all VTOL aircraft will switch it on and off, basically. The option to request an active mobile operations center, Avenger or Terabyte, will be delivered closer to your location. So this way you don't have to run all the way over there if you're trying to, jump into your MOC or something real quick. Okay, additional filters for race types when browsing the jobs menu. The Williard Eudora and the Albany Classic, we're going to be given the taxi liveries. You'll be able to do taxi work in those. I don't even see anybody doing taxi work anymore. It doesn't pay anything. Lesser used vehicles. This I don't get, and I don't like this. Lesser used vehicles will be removed from in-game websites to streamline the browsing experience. So there's some vehicles you might have forgotten about. I was looking through the vehicles the other day. There's a shitload of free vehicles that are like racing vehicles that are older ones. They're not very good, but they're free. You know what I mean? And probably those are the ones they're talking about that nobody really buys. Okay, so moving on to the juicy stuff here. A new register as a boss option in the interaction menu, merging SecuroServe and Motorcycle Club. So I'm guessing when you sit down to your computer in your arcade, you don't have to register as one or the other. You could register as a boss and probably run all your businesses together, which would be kind of cool. I don't know how it's going to work. So you could basically drop BST and or it's going to be good for if you're trying to sell, because you'll be able to sell your stuff and go into Ghost Organization now. So that'll be good, if you're trying to sell your product. Okay. Let me see. Buy all option. I'm purchasing body armor at the ammunition. Rank requirements for body armor are also being removed. So you could be level 1, walk in here and have, super heavy armor. That's good. When equipping body armor via the weapon wheel, the type of armor used will be relative to how much damage the player has taken. So, for example, if you're doing the casino heist and you've gotten hit twice and half your armor's gone, so I'm wondering if it's going to let us hold all of the armors now, because this is basically saying, like, if you get hit twice and you have a super heavy armor on and half the armor's gone, it's not going to replace it with another super heavy armor. It's going to replace it with probably a lower end one, like a middle a middle one, that only fills up half of it or something. So it's kind of a waste if you think about it that way. It's a waste of armor. If you only get hit once and you want to put you have to put a whole new armor on, a whole super heavy armor, and it fills it all the way up again. It's kind of a waste of an armor. Also, body armor will be restocked after quick restarting a mission. So if you're doing the Doomsday Heist, Act 3, and you start off with 5 super heavy armors, for example, and full snacks, and you guys die and you fail it, and you've used 3 or 4 of those super heavy armors, you'll now have 5 again. That's kind of good. I said that last time. I'm like, why didn't they do this with the armor? They did it with the snacks. When parachuting, Tom Connors and English Dave will stop calling you. Yeah, who gives a shit? Nobody. I ignore them anyway. When equipping body armor, I already read that. Madrazo dispatch missions services no longer requires multiple players. I'm going to play these by myself because these are kind of fun. I haven't done them in a long time. Alternative sprint control, hold to sprint in the settings menu. That, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm probably not going to be using that. It might save your A button if you do normal or whatever standard type of controls. It might save your A button some damage. Players will be able to select a name for their asset. This is going to be a fun one. In the interaction menu to receive a 5% sell bonus. That's going to be a fun one. Rank requirements for daily objectives will be removed to allow all players. That I don't really pay much attention to. You're usually able to pretty much do everything at any level. All right, this is where it gets really crazy right here. Payouts on collectibles, buried stashes, treasure chests are going to be bumped, as well as Gerald's Last Play and Super Yachty Life missions. Those Super Yachty Life missions are actually a lot of fun, but they pay shit. This is the big boy right here. This is what I wanted to talk about. Rebalancing weapons on the P996 laser and Mammoth Hydra. Okay. Free mode only. So does this mean if you're in an invite only lobby by yourself, or will they be nerfed and they won't be on there anymore? Or does this mean if you're only in the lobby with other people, it'll be? I guarantee somebody's gonna find a way to glitch this. I already know it. It's funny they don't mention anything about God mode. They don't mention anything. I'm sure it's gonna be in the patch notes. They're gonna probably patch God mode in the off radar glitch because they already know that's going on. Track your criminal activities. This is what I like to. The career progress, a new feature. So I'm hoping this is going to tell us, this is only for new gen, PlayStation 5, Series X and S. I'm hoping it's going to let us know like how many times we run the casino heist, how many times we run the Cayo Perico heist. We already have that in the stats menu, like how much money we've made. We don't have how many times we run heists though, or how many contact missions we've run. Certain things like that. How much we've made off the casino heist total, and the Cayo, maybe even the Doomsday heist. Okay, creator update stuff. This is basically just saying there's going to be new props available, license plate walls, E-Cola cans, destructible fences, underwater mines, and more. If you make like a death match or like a survival or something like that. A snow weather option for death matches, races, and survivals. I cannot wait for this. This is going to be awesome. Plus, Halloween-themed editions arriving later this year. Option to toggle musical score on and off. I think we already have that. Option to distinguish teams by assigning outfits. Death matches will now have options for dynamic teams. I don't really do death matches much, but I'd like to. All right, this is plus new radar blips options, the ability to lock time of day and weather options in lobby. Options to choose respawn time for item and weapon. I think this is only for the death matches though. Okay, increased number of enemy spawn points in survivals. Thank you, because it's limited, definitely limited. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much about it. I covered the most juicy stuff, but if you were wondering what that video earlier that I put up is about, that's pretty much what it's about. We're burying the laser and the Hydra today. We're having a eulogy and everything. We're having a service for them because they're done. They're done. And as far as free mode lobbies go, and I'm looking forward to every fucking minute of it.